Okay, good evening, class.
Good evening, sir.
How are
Good evening.
you?
We are good.
Fine,
All
sir.
right, all right, all right. I'm also good. I want to welcome you to today's lesson. And before we start our lesson, uh, who is not in? Uh, is Daniel Mudenya in?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have Bet Wesley?
Yes, I'm in class, sir.
All right. Okay. I'm going to share my screen so that we can start our lesson, so that we can go through it together. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
All right. Today I want us to look at probability and statistics. And before the end of our lesson, you should have learned and known about probability. You should know what is probability. And number two, you should know the importance of understanding probability. You should also know the range at which probability or the range of probability. So that is what we are going to look today, and we are going direct to our class, where we are going to start by defining what probability is. Probability is a measure of the likelihood. It is a measure of the likelihood for or a chance that a specific event will occur. It is expressed as a number between 0 and 1, where 0 indicates the event will not occur and 1 indicates the event will certainly occur. So that is what probability is, where we have said that when it is 0, it means that an event will not occur, and when it is 1, it will certainly occur. So why is understanding probability important in various fields? It is important to understand probability because it allows us to quantify uncertainty. In fields like weather forecasting, it helps in making predictions about future events, while in insurance, it determines risk level and premium cost. So that's why it is important to understand probability, because it is used in different fields. Let's look at the basic probability concept. As we have just said, probability ranges between 0 and 1. And I want to hear from one of you. What did we say? Uh, what does it imply when we say the probability of something is 0? I want to hear from one of you.
Yes, sir. Zero implies that a particular event cannot occur at all.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. That is very true. Good. Mudenya, for that good answer. Yes, it is really true that when a probability is 0, it means that an event will not occur. And when it is 1, we have said it will certainly occur. Then all other probabilities now, if it is not 0 and not 1, they lie between those two extremes, indicating the likelihood of an event occurring. So next, let's look at probability as a function, as fraction and percentage. Probability as fraction and percentage. We can represent probability either in fractions or percentage. Now, probability as a fraction is a ratio where the numerator represents the favorable outcome and the denominator represents all possible outcomes. Now, to convert a percentage a fraction to percentage, you multiply the fraction by 100. For instance, for example, if you have 1/4 as the probability, to convert it into from fraction to percentage, you multiply by 100, where we are going to get 25%. So that is how you convert probability from fractions to percentage. Let's look at an example uh, in calculation. So how can probability be calculated for rolling a fair six-sided dice and flipping a coin? So for a fair six-sided dice, there are 6 possible outcomes. That is 1 to 2. For a dice, it is six-sided, and so the probability of rolling a 4 is 1/6, or 16.67. This implies that okay, for you to have a 4 after you have rolled a dice, you have one chance, or a probability will be 1 out of all the 4 sides. For 4 appears once in that dice. For a coin, there are 2 outcomes. We have either a head or a tail. So the probability of getting either of them, that is a head or a tail, is a half. If you multiply by 100, that or 1/2, you get 50% as the probability in percentage form. Now let's look at the importance of probability. Let's look at the importance of probability in weather forecasting. Weather forecasts often include probabilities, such as a 70% chance of rain. This means that based on the historical data and current conditions, there are 70% likelihood of rain occurring, reflecting the uncertainty inherent in weather prediction. So as we can see, probability is used in various fields, one of them being in weather forecasting. Let's look at again the importance of probability in insurance premiums. This is another field where probability is also used. Insurance companies assess the probability of specific events like accident happening to determine the risk. So they use a probability to determine the risks. The higher the risk, the higher the premiums. For example, if there is a higher probability of a car accident in a certain area, insurance premiums for driver in that area might be higher. Are we getting class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. We have said if there is a higher probability of an event occurring, for example, here a car accident in a certain area, insurance premiums for drivers in that area might be higher. For example, if you take of like Nairobi, where the vehicles are moving, the vehicles are commuting there at a high rate. We have vehicles coming in and going out. There is higher risk of accident in such a place, unlike in the remote areas where you have few vehicles there. Therefore, in the places where we have a lot of vehicles moving, the the insurance premium there of the drivers might be higher compared to the insurance premium of drivers, or for the drivers in the remote areas. And that is how insurance premiums is analyzed or is determined by probability. So as we have learned today, probability is something that we do, we calculate and we learn in class, but it is also used in various fields of our daily life today. So it is important that we understand what is probability. I want to hope that we have understood what we have learned today. And maybe before we end our class, it is good that I give you an exercise. I want you to go and discuss or go and research on statistics. Our main topic was probability and statistics, and today we have looked into probability. So in the next lesson, we are going to discuss more of statistics. We get into calculations and understand more of these things. So before we end the class, I want to hear from you, students. What have you learned? I want to hear from some of you what we have learned today.
Thank you, sir. I will
Yes,
read
Dan.
about probability and its application. Yeah, so I think the lesson was well delivered. Thank you, sir.
Nice. Good, Dan. Someone else?
I've learned about uses of probability whereby it can be used in weather forecasting.
Wow. Thank you, Wesley. That's good. I can see you are following. And class, let us appreciate ourselves for being in class today. You can clap. All right. Now I wish to wish us a good evening. We shall meet in the next lesson.